Love, lust, sex, and music, baby. Let's get it.
One day you just how it feels. Just how it feels. Just how it feels. Baby is a dove.
The podcast is on, gonna tell a Taliban. Red Bull sponsor, Apple Music, check the sound scan. Ciroc D, plus I got the hottest host with me. Street funny, key serious, we sippin' Remy. You celebrate KJ, we hotter than a chimney. Our podcast built the last flying like a frisbee. Hot topic, Stevie.
What's going on?
What it do?
What it do?
What's going on with
Listen, Remy, when we was apart, it was just like a piece of me was missing. Like I was like, I'd be at home and I looked to the left and there was no you and Kiki sitting there, and I looked to the right, there was no Ciroc. So I'm good. I didn't know we were gone a whole 2 years.
Yeah, COVID was 1 year, and then after COVID was another year.
Okay, so I'm glad that we're back, but everybody knows that we weren't just about the love, the sex, and the music. We also did a part of our series called We Doing Business, where we celebrated Black-owned, Tampa-owned businesses here. So somebody's been waiting.
Patiently
a long time. And when names got put in the hat, we started pulling and making shows, Rose said,
Look,
my girl has been waiting.
She's been waiting. And she's been a constant reminder. And when she saw that we had done rebooted the podcast, she said, hello, when am I going to get my show? I said, you know what? I got you.
All
so
right.
we had to make this happen.
Well, I went into that intro, but I didn't say that. My name is Trina. She funny.
Remy Rowe.
And we got KJ back there with all this new equipment and lapel mics and all this trying to make us look grown and sexy.
Ciroc couldn't make it today,
Ciroc couldn't make it, but Ciroc made sure he sent a message in the group to make sure we did our motherfucking thing. So,
and we got you.
And so we got you, Ciroc. We're going to hold you down. We got to shout out Red Bull, and we got to shout out Nirvana, our sponsors. It was a reason why I didn't want to bring our sponsorship stuff onto this set.
Okay.
Because I feel like when you're supporting black businesses, right? It should be about that black business, especially when they open their door.
Absolutely.
To you. So, Ro, I'm going to pass the mic to you, and you're going to get that killer intro like you do.
Well, you know, this one here I'm excited to do because this black business owner is not just a friend. She's like family. Our relationship goes way deep, so it's my honor and pleasure to be able to sit down with her today and really dive into her business and everything that she got going, and let her kind of give you her a piece of her mind and unfold her blueprint on how she built this up. So I want everybody to get introduced today into the wonderful Shamica Ware, owner of Soleil Salon and also Zine Juice Bar. Shamika, how's it going today?
Remy and Trina.
What? And then I was like, when you said Soleil, right, let me tell you what popped in my head. I don't care if it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning. But it ain't about me, it's about the business.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, and it's only right, because just think about it. When we first talked about doing your show, you didn't have this.
No.
This didn't exist. The juice bar was just a concept.
Yeah.
You know, you was springing the idea on us and you was telling us your vision, and then fast forward you 2 years later, you got all this in place. So this is almost perfect timing for the show to take place, you know?
Now, those are facts.
Right.
Manifestation.
Those are facts.
Yeah.
It was all a dream.
Right, exactly.
It was all a dream.
Yep. And it's so beautiful when you see a dream manifest, man. Like,
especially when you've been there from the jump, like you heard about it.
Right.
You saw me pumping the juices out the trunk.
Right. You had your Master P on, like for real. Like my girl, literally, she would make the juices at the crib, come by the house. Hey, y'all try these out. Let me know what y'all think. Like
it ain't in
you know what I'm
vain.
saying. And now we sitting in her establishment.
And it's a vibe.
It is a whole vibe.
It is a whole vibe. It is beautiful. I'm loving everything. When I pulled in, I was like, okay, because I remember Remy telling me about you, and I was like, yeah, we gotta bring Black businesses in at every different level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it's good to see it at the dream level, because then when it manifests, we come back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to know the story upon it coming to this and to see the manifestation, this is truly beautiful. You definitely got it going on.
Thank you. It's a blessing. I'm telling you, like, it's a blessing. I think every time I speak on a camera of any sort, like, I can never leave out how much of a blessing it is, because through hell and high water.
Oh. You better tell that
you
testimony.
made it happen. So let's reel it all the way back for those that don't know, because we kind of know you. We know you. We know the backstory, but for those that don't know you, just kind of reel it back to the beginning, how you got started with, your hair business or doing hair. What made you cross over into the healthy and wellness, to try to bring more healthiness into the Black community, or in our, I don't want to just say Black community, because you have a broad spectrum of business that don't just cater to Blacks. You have the mayor that comes here and support your business. Yeah. So let's just kind of reel it all the way back and just go back to how you started.
Well, it all started let's be clear, I am a co-author in a book called Grown Woman Shit, right?
Okay.
And in that book, I kind of like talk about, the beginning phases of my life, through relationships and stuff like that. Also including that, I didn't graduate high school, and, so that was always a thing. So one thing for me personally was to get my high school diploma and or GED, and then go to college.
What you did all.
I did.
That's awesome.
I did. So I made that happen. Upon trying to figure out what I wanted to study when I went back to school, I had just got into the cosmetology area. And this particular salon that I was working at that moment, it was like everybody would come in there, all the women would come in there, and they had this going on, illness-wise. That going on. They were going on a diet every Monday. It was just always something. And then, I started to think about that. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. So I started diving more into my well-being and my health and my fitness. Going into the cosmetology world, I knew I wasn't going to be able to afford like a lot of medical bills, and I couldn't afford to be sick and down, right? So I started researching how many calories I would burn behind the chair. Like,
yeah, right.
Your feet?
My feet, like I was
being on your feet, the swelling.
Yeah, so I was researching a lot of things that would make me well for the field that I was about to come into. Right? Because then I started adopting that mindset. If I'm not good for myself, I can't be good for them.
Right?
So doing that, okay, now it's time to go to school. It's time to sign up for college. One of my really good friends, best friend, she took me and sat me there in orientation with me, because I needed that support. So how I came up with what I would study was because I knew I like dressing, I like putting on clothes. So I was like, okay, I can do fashion, but if I do fashion, I gotta leave Tampa. But I'm a single mom. I got 2 kids. Right. So that's not a thing. So I was like, you know what? I got these issues with these ladies coming in here. Always something wrong with their scalp. They something. It's always something. Right. So I started researching nutrition, and that was about in 2012. And I read in my research how nutrition would be a boom between the years of 2016 and 2021.
Dead on. There you go.
Right? So that gave me just enough time to reach my goals. I wanted to be a just registered dietitian. So I was like, okay, that's it. I'm going for nutrition. Went to school, did my studies. You know, we was hanging out.
Hanging out. You had the
books.
laptop and the book while we over there pouring up Tito's, and I'm like, well, my girl, she going hard for this, boy.
But it was Tito's though.
Yeah.
Tito's is gluten free.
Yeah. But the whole while, you know, I saw Shamica's journey. Like, that's what I'm saying. I seen it. I seen before all this even existed. I seen the passion and the dedication. So
yeah.
So continue on.
So I was partying and studying at the same damn time. Same damn time. So, you know, during my studies, I just started adapting a new lifestyle through nutrition.
Right.
I would work out several times a week and just really manifested in my life what I wanted my life to look like physically and emotionally. So I started making the juices. I would travel, I traveled a lot. So everywhere I go, I would shop a juice bar. Shop something in the nutrition field. Like I'm trying to figure out like what's going on over here in California.
Right.
What's going on over here in Puerto Rico. Like I want to see what's going on everywhere, right? Like what's different, what's new. So I adapted that, and through that I started juicing and following different juice companies and things like that. I bought my first juicer. It was a manual press, pumping. And I started just making my own juices, and I started, you know, coming up with names, and so, you know, it just...
And that felt good, I can imagine. That had to feel good. Because you seeing steps, you know, progression.
Yeah.
You know, you thought about it, you visioned it, you spoke it, once you put it and speak on it to exist it, you manifest it.
Oh my God.
Then you start seeing things,
yes,
you know.
I started finding myself over here at San Juan every weekend getting stuff to create juices, and you know, then I started selling them out of my trunk, selling them to our friends who had illnesses and ailments, and you know, selling them at the salon. I rented a salon loft for 9 years. I was renting a loft.
Speak on that for a minute before we go. So y'all see where we are. Beautiful salon.
But she has an actual physical working salon.
Right.
That you can't, you know, it's not in the shot. And it's so funny because I think this week prepared me for this, because I have a friend who's really big into, he's an MMA fighter. And we were talking.
Champ.
Not Champ, this is another friend.
Okay.
One of my homeboys, Mike from New York. And we were talking, and we're talking about how everything affects everything. You know what I mean? Your hair, the way you eat, the way you move, how everything affects everything. And I was talking about, since I had been home, I said, damn, I done got home. I said, I feel like I put on like 30 pounds since I've been working at home.
Right.
And then he was like, no. And then I said little things like, my feet are swelling from sitting at the computer all day and stuff like that. And he was just breaking down how every little thing connects. He was like, everything from, because he wears locks and everything, he's like, everything from the dryness to your scalp is from what you put in your body and all that. So it's funny, it was like almost like I was kind of being prepared for this. But to me, it's a genius concept. It's a genius concept because here you're talking about hair care and it just connects.
Right.
Because your clientele is already coming from one service.
Right.
And you're giving them another service. See, I do my liquor that way too. Like I make drinks and stuff like that.
Right.
And I bottle them up and whatever. And I'm in a couple of beauty salons and nail places.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the women, when they come to these places, whatever you give them,
right,
they will buy it.
Exactly. They come
They
to
just so
us.
happy to
They
be
go
out the house
first.
for the next couple hours.
There you go.
They want it.
They want it.
So Trina, the salon loft that Shamica was in before she got here, I've been there. Was maybe half the size of this room we sitting in.
Wow.
I mean, it was literally enough space in there for us to just kind of walk in and you have a seat, I have a seat, and she would stand there with her chair. It was very small.
Wow.
And her fee or lease or whatever she paid per month was through the roof. She was in Brandon. She had a loft in Brandon.
Oh, you gonna pay some money
Next
in
door to
Brandon.
Men's Warehouse.
Right.
Oh, you gonna pay some money in Brandon.
Yeah, it was through the roof.
You know, Tampa has really, I used to talk, I'm from Brooklyn, so I talk all the time about gentrification. And when I first came to Tampa, the Tampa Bay area, about 14 years ago, I was so excited. I came somewhere and my rent wasn't $2,500.
Right.
I'm in a 2-bedroom. I'm only paying $800.
Man, listen.
Man, try to go somewhere now. I'm looking for spaces now. I'm like, oh no, I'm not paying rent, and
Nah, you might as well have a mortgage.
I might as well sit my behind
Exactly.
down. You know what I mean? So I can imagine. So tell me, I want to know, how do you feel now? Like I want you to have a cocky moment.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I want you to have that cocky moment when you come in your business and you unlock your door.
Right.
And you look around and you say, oh, the ancestors did this.
Oh, man.
They did this. Do you ever have those moments? Because you seem like such a humble person.
I am, and I get that like a lot of, like, you just don't give yourself enough, like, I guess because like, I don't know, yes, I come in here and I'm so blessed and humbly grateful, you know, like, I am so grateful. I think it's not easy though.
Right.
You know,
Every day is a challenge.
every day, like, it's not easy, Trina, and it kind of leaves a lot less room for me to have those cocky moments.
Right.
It does, because I'm just busy trying to maintain and do it right and make sure that I'm not in a place to.
No time for a contentment.
No.
Right.
So it's constant work. So my cocky moment is when everybody leaves, and don't nobody know this.
Right.
But my cocky moments come when it's just me in here, and I stand there in the corner, in the center of that salon area, and I praise God.
Right. That's awesome.
Ain't nothing like it.
That's awesome.
I praise God. Like, if you go into the shampoo area right there, you might see on the door there's an oily cross. Because I just come in here sometimes and I just thank God. I break out in tears because I just need to have those conversations with Him, and those are my cocky moments.
Right.
See, the funny thing about that is, like, a lot of people don't know this, but I went to school for theology. First I went to school for business. And then
awesome.
I went to, at one point in my life, I thought I was going to be a minister. I was really into wanting to help the youth. And I wanted to do that, especially the ones that people didn't understand. So I went to seminary school. I went to Liberty University. I did it via online or whatever. And I'm one of those kind of people that I believe when it's manifested, and those cocky moments sometimes are those cocky moments when you get down on your knees and you lift your hands up and you give them all the prayer, and people joke around. And I'm also a very spiritual person. So I believe the ancestors also take a certain degree, you know what I mean, and what happens or whatever. But people ask me all the time, because when people would enter my home, I had a spiritual altar, and they would see the spiritual altar, but then they would see the cross.
She burned sage and everything.
But then you would see the cross over the door.
Right.
You can't have one without the other.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and people forget, as black people in Africa, we didn't know anything about this Western. You know what I mean? We were believers in spiritual first.
Right.
But the spirituality also went with the medicine. And it also went with them creating and getting down with the fruit and muddling and making all of it is like fruition. All of it comes together. Okay, so let's talk about this here.
Oh yeah. So
let's talk about this here.
So
Zing. Hold on a second now.
Yeah.
I want to know how you came to the Zing. Why did you get the name?
Zing. So Zing is informal for energy.
Okay.
Zing means energy, right? And that's what we're offering up, some good energy. Okay. Like from the inside out.
Okay.
Right, and so with that one you have in your hand, that's our magic, and our menu is an affirmatic menu. Okay. So they're all affirmations. So our juices have subtitles, which are we are. Yes, we are. And so the one you had in your hand specifically is magic. So we are magic. So basically, when you order that, that's me speaking to you, or you speaking back to me, or in general, just you speaking to yourself. So in that particular category, which is the juice category, we are magic.
Okay.
We are magic.
I like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then we are multidimensional, and they are all transformative to also what hair can be. Hair can be multidimensional.
Now you got one for
Right.
the edges? Because you about to blow up right now. You got
Man.
You tell me you got juice for the edges?
Man, listen.
Listen, I'll be outside. I'll be outside with a twirling sign for you. You got some edge juice because there's a lot of lost edges here.
Let's talk about the diversity of the juice bar and healthy eating in the black community, because I think we had a conversation previously, and it's like you were amazed at how many people, especially people of color, that come out and support this business. You wouldn't even imagine how many people, like, you know, real street dudes, like coming in here off the corner, like, look, I need one of those juices, or I need
Get Right time.
I need the acai bowl, you know,
Yeah.
like
It's get right time.
yeah, like, you know, like, but it's letting you know that people are aware of how to take care of their body. Like,
They've been exposed.
exactly. It's not all about smoking and drinking all day. It's about, I gotta replenish these nutrients in my body and make sure that I'm getting the things I need if I want to continue living a healthy lifestyle. So
Absolutely. Most importantly, the response has been crazy. Let's be clear. When I also walk in here and when I see them come in here, I also say to myself, mission accomplished.
absolutely, you gotta feel that
Mission
way.
accomplished. Because my whole thing is, if you don't know, we're here to show you. Allow me to introduce and encourage you to take care of you. Love on you.
Right.
Love on you. So yes, there's a lot of support coming from this community. A lot.
That's awesome.
A lot of guys, believe it or not, do not eat meat. Right? So they come here, they get their acai bowls, and that's their health, their vice. Like that's what they want.
Right.
That's what they want for lunch. That's what they want for breakfast.
That's awesome.
And then what happens is, what's been going on is, they come down here and then they go tell their homeboy.
Right.
And then their homeboy tell another homeboy. Like, people come here and they're like, I never ate like this before. Yes, thank you, Lord.
There you go.
Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Like, because this is my purpose. My purpose is to influence and encourage people. I genuinely feel like that's my purpose. It's a lot of us walking around and we're not paying attention to what our purpose is in this world. I think my purpose, I love people. I love people, and I love to feed people. Remy know he's eating my cooking.
Right.
You know, I love to feed people.
It's
I
a
love
clean
to make
taste
people
and a good,
eat.
like, you can eat healthy and it still tastes good, and that's like I think that's a big misconception. People think healthy eating. Yeah.
That's the thing, and I'm gonna tell you something else. Ever since COVID came, and people were trapped in the house with each other, and we got a lot of COVID babies out here because
Oh yeah, we do.
it was a lot of people, a lot of husbands and wives had to learn how to re-like each other.
I'm stuck with you for how long?
For how long?
Well, we can't
They
hear.
liked each other or didn't like
Like
each
each
other.
other, right?
But what I've noticed is, because I have a lot of friends that are vegan and stuff like that, and I noticed that when you talk to the wives, it changes some things at home too. His temperament.
Right.
It's not the way she had that husband that was always snapping, and now he eating better and he ain't eating red meat.
He's not angry.
Right.
He's not angry.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. And
When
then
you eat like that, you be angry. Like, this roundabout, I tell people all the time, listen, that's because they was eating that chicken.
Right.
They ate that fried food and now they run around this roundabout real mad.
Right.
Now they crashing into each other.
Right.
Matter of fact, they crashed into my bed out here.
Man,
This is something about when you're eating unhealthy, definitely keeps you in a place mentally and emotionally. Like your gut health is off balance.
Right.
And so you can't even think straight. You don't even realize what's going on in your body, but your gut is out of whack. Mm-hmm. Your gut is out of whack. And again, we have to love our bodies better. Like, we just have to love our bodies better. So when I see these people coming here and they say they have never eaten this stuff before, yes, thank you. Yes, you're gonna enjoy it.
Right.
But see, as African American people, what I've realized is that we're trained. My mother, you know, fell short at 58, and I used to always I say to myself every day, I can't allow that to be me. I didn't realize
she was that young, Trina.
Yeah, my mom had me very young.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and it's been about 3 going on 4 years. Me and KJ lost our parents.
Right.
Like, what, weeks?
Around the same time.
A week apart. I lost my mom. He lost his dad. But everything comes with a lesson. And I could remember that even when my mom became put on dialysis, there was a lot of things she couldn't eat. Like things that she wasn't allowed to eat kale. She wasn't allowed to drink dark drinks. And different things she couldn't drink because of her body being washed and stuff like that. But breaking the habit of it, I never seen such a hard thing for someone whose mentality is burnt into soul food.
Right. She's been conditioned for that many years.
Listen,
right.
I would go to work and I would come home and I'm like, why is the garbage? How you, who's wheelchair bound, got this stuff in the house? Because I stopped buying it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she was pimping my little niece out. Oh. My little niece was 4, and she was old enough to go to the door to get the Uber Eats. But it was, and then I watched, and when I started doing the playback, my grandfather did the same thing.
Yeah.
And he died at an early age. Her sister did the same thing. And she died at an early age. And what they don't understand is one thing when you do it to yourself, but it's another thing when you leave somebody behind.
Right.
Because we had custody of, my niece lived with us. So for her to lose her grandmother at 5 years old,
right.
someone she lived with her whole life.
Yeah.
We still patch it together now.
Right.
And she's about to be, going on 10 years old.
Right.
So my thing is that with health and stuff like that, what do you think, what is a way we can break the cycle? My thing is, and when Remy said when he eats your food, he can taste the clean in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I know some black people take that chicken out the pack and don't even rinse it off.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
Man.
I've seen it.
Right.
I've seen people take the fish out the thing and don't rub the lemon on it. I've seen it.
They trying to kill you immediately because you could get all types.
All those chemicals. There's no way that. Come on. Ain't no way that some of that stuff.
Talk about E. coli.
And all of that. Yeah.
Listen, when they recall something, that's because too many people got sick.
Right.
Okay. What about the stuff that didn't get you sick?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But what would you suggest as a transition? Because you have friends, and even with me being plus size or whatever, I joke around about my fighting weight, right? I know what my fighting weight is. You know what I mean? This is my fit good weight, and this is my damn Trina weight. That's why I never throw them jeans away. I always keep them to the back. And I'm like, I ain't never put a size 24 jean on again. And then this morning, I'm like, oh shit, the fuck. So what is a good transition? You know what I mean? What do you think is a good transition?
A good transition is getting your mind right. It's getting your mind right.
It's all in the mind.
It's all about the way you think and what you believe to be. So outside of a hairstylist, I'm an integrative nutrition coach.
Okay.
Right? So my degree is in nutrition. And then I have a certification as an integrative nutrition coach. Mm-hmm. So what that is basically is I would, coach you into first mentally conditioning yourself. Getting yourself in a place mentally to know why you're doing what you're doing. Because if you want to make the decision to change your eating habits, because we've been conditioned to eat like this, we got to start from within. So I personally, I pride myself on the way I live my life is through meditation and spiritual guidance and just understanding the circle of life. Mm-hmm. And there's some things in my circle of life that these things have to start to balance out. They ain't gonna be perfect, right?
Right.
But I just need them to balance out.
Right.
Right. And as long as these things are balanced, I'm gonna be so cognizant as to what I put in my mouth. Mm. You ain't gonna be able to tell me to just put anything in my mouth.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm okay. My life, my environment is healthy. My relationships are healthy. You know, my career is on track.
Right.
My physical activities, like I'm doing that. Right. Like my finances. But that's still a work in progress, but it's coming,
it's
right?
coming, yeah.
I'm working toward it. That priority bucket is on track. Like I'm realizing what's important versus what's not.
You lining all your ducks in a row.
Lining them up so that I can continue to be cognizant of what goes into my body.
Well, see, a lot of people don't know that.
I'm not stressing. I know that if I stress, that's like one of the dysfunction that activates cancer. Mm. I don't want to stress about this. I want to give it to God. I want to give it to the universe. And then guess what? I'm going to eat that salad. I'm going to eat that kale. I'm going to eat them beans. Whatever. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to eat that fried chicken. I'm going to watch you eat it.
It's like when grandma used to tell you that God didn't need your help. You know what I mean? I think that's one of the hardest things as people. When we say we're going to give it to God, give it to the universe, I mean actually letting it go.
Not actually letting it go.
That's real.
Because I'm really I've been trying to practice that. So lately, since my divorce, my thing has been good mental health. Absolutely. Right? So my thing is, and it's so funny you say it starts that way. But getting to the point or root of what's wrong with you.
What's happening? Let's find out what's happening. Yeah. I'm the person that's gonna hold you accountable.
Right.
See, but everybody needs. It's one thing to hold yourself accountable, but I say in that system, I feel like everybody they should buddy up and do it, because sometimes
it's not like having somebody else that holds you accountable.
Sometimes when you hit that low or you hit that wall, to have somebody reach down, and to pull you up, and see. Everybody doesn't have that person.
That's real.
But then when you realize it, and I'm going to tell you this, the realest thing, when you realize who's around you, and you start to peel those layers back, and you stop talking to people, and you stop telling people what your vision is, you know what I mean? Because many people, they'll hold you back.
Right.
Oh, because technically this bartender, when I started the mobile bartender, it should have started about 5-6 years back. But I had people tell me
everybody had a negative reason why you shouldn't do it. Why are you
trying to do a mobile bartender? What is that about? What is that about?
Because they don't understand and they don't see the vision.
They don't see the vision, but
I'm pretty sure you ran into that same encounter when you wanted to start the juice bar. Mm-hmm. Somebody somewhere probably told you something to try to deter you from doing it. That's with everything. I get that with my businesses, with my t-shirt brand, with my music. It's always somebody somewhere that's gonna try to deter you from doing it, for whatever reason. So you gotta stay focused and stay the course. And think about it. Had you started your mobile, you told me about doing it. You mentioned mobile bartending to me a while back. Mm-hmm. And you didn't stick with it, it was an idea. But think about had you stuck with it and did it when you first started about it.
You always think, and it's so funny that we're here with her because everything has its time and its season and its place.
Right, that's real.
I tell people all the time, when COVID came, people used to get mad at me, and I said to everybody, I'm glad that my mother transitioned on before COVID. Mm. Because if I would have been in a situation that my mother was sick and I couldn't physically touch her, mentally, that would have, someone would shut you down.
Right.
And it all affects, like that mental health now, and I don't know why it's so taboo for black people. Because we're already told, even my grandmother, girl, just pray on it. Okay. Sometimes prayer needs also something to help me figure out what's wrong.
Yeah, that's real.
Because hurt people.
Prayer alone ain't gonna fix it.
Hurt people, and I used to be one of those hurt people that hurt people. Yeah. And I used to joke around about being petty and stuff like that. But I was like, no, bitch, you're
still petty. You still
petty, but I used to be mean.
Yeah.
It was beyond petty. It was mean. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then you try to figure it out. And you're like, You know what I mean? Like you be in a situation and you sitting there in a situation with your jump off and his wife and you like, and then when your marriage fall apart, you sitting there like,
Damn.
oh fuck, huh?
God got a sense of humor. Right.
Was that it?
Yeah.
Was that me? You know what I mean? And then you realize that it was me. So the mental health. So let's also, you have a juice bar connected. So I see you can walk up, put your order in the window.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go back, because I remember I came out for the grand opening, and that was a big moment, a big day. Just kind of take the people through your emotions that day when you did the grand opening, and Mayor, was it Castor? Came out, and she was like right here in the community, and just to let you know, Soleil Salon and this juice bar is in the middle of the black community. We're in East Tampa. So,
I know.
you know,
Actually, I found out we're in North Tampa.
this is considered North Tampa?
This is considered North Tampa.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, I never knew that.
Yes.
All this time I thought this was East
All
Tampa.
this time, we all thought that, right?
Right.
Yeah. It stops at Big John, but yeah.
Really? So
Yes.
North Tampa, anything north of Big
Big
John
John
Barbecue
is
is
north.
considered North. Wow.
I just know the closer you get to,
you learn
the closer
something
you get
every day.
to Busch Gardens, the more ghetto it gets.
So listen. So that day, you got the DJ, which is our other co-host, Ciroc, was out here DJing that day. You know, you had your camera crew, you had camera guys out here taking pictures, you had the red carpet.
She had a red carpet?
She had a red carpet out there with the
This is what I mean about how Remy don't invite me nowhere.
the stanchion and the ropes. Man, listen,
You
when
didn't
I tell
invite me.
you,
You didn't invite me.
black business owners, we had politicians, we had the fire chief, the black
juice.
fire chief, which is, by the way, my Aunt Barbara. All these people that's prominent
State
people,
representatives.
state representative, that's like,
School superintendent.
that was big, they all came out to show this woman's support for her grand opening. So just kind of dive into your emotions that day, because I know that had to be like,
I recently found out that I had one of the biggest grand openings. Like I didn't know
like
that,
no
right?
cap,
Like,
real
I was like,
real
you had
talk.
some people there, and I was
Real
like,
talk, like the mayor came with a entourage. She got out like she was the president. She had a crew, camera crews, and like literally 40th Street was, people was slowing down and traffic was looking. People was coming over here, man. It was I want to say we had like food trucks and stuff.
we had food trucks.
Man, it was
Mr.
like
B's.
it was crazy, man. Like it was a big pour out.
Oh my God.
Like the community, like open arm welcome her business, man. And she had the juice bar running. So the mayor came. We got the video and the pictures where the mayor actually ordered the juices and everything right there from the window. And man, it was.
I wish
was.
I could have came, but once again, it was another event that Remy has not told me. I just catch the recap on Facebook.
Man.
I'm sorry,
You know what I
I'm
mean?
so sorry.
You know what I mean? I be sitting at home sometimes.
Shout out
and
to
I'm like,
Soleil Salon, man.
Oh shit! My brother didn't invite me there.
You're not gonna do me like
I
that.
like
Tina.
juice.
How was that experience?
Listen, I'm already a big water box. Like it don't take nothing for me to shed a tear. I'm just like, I cry about everything because I love life. I love life, good and bad, you know.
Right. When you woke up that morning, did you think it was gonna be to that?
First of all, the rain was like I thought it was gonna rain. God saved us. Like
Right.
we prayed about that thing. It did not rain.
Yeah, because it was in the summertime, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was August. And let's be clear, you know, the emotions was real crazy because that year was a crazy year.
Right.
2021
Right.
was a
we
crazy
we
year.
was just kind of coming out of COVID, but not really
but
yet.
not even that, though, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think you remember. My baby got shot on his birthday.
I remember
March.
that. I remember that. Yeah.
Wow.
I lost that June. I lost my grandmother.
Right. Yep.
I lost my dad the day of her service.
Right. I
to a
remember
broken
that.
heart,
I remember
right?
that. Right.
And people don't believe
That is
people
true.
don't believe that's true.
That is true.
People say like it's like that. It's like an old black myth.
No.
That is
People
very
die with
true.
Broken heart. And I was like, no. When someone is truly in love,
Moochie lost
and
her
yoked,
uncle, and his brother passed within minutes of finding out. So we had to have a double funeral.
And
So that broken heart
that
is
broken
real.
heart shit
It's real.
And
It is
I
real.
joke about it with my grandmother because my grandfather's been going now about 15, 16 years.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like, you didn't like that nigga, did you?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, but people that are truly yoked, that shit is
Right.
So like within that time frame, like I lost my dad like the day my sister got back from my grandmother's funeral because I was in the process of opening this place. I couldn't make it. My little sister went for our support. By that Saturday when my sister made it back to Florida, we got a phone call that our dad was gone. And I was coming up on the grand opening.
I remember that. Yeah.
So emotionally,
Right.
You was already torn apart.
I was already torn apart. But then I still found the strength to be okay in that moment because I knew that my dad
Would have wanted that.
You know what I'm saying? Like
that was his baby girl. Like
Yeah.
that was your moment. So
Yeah.
you had
He
to.
was with me.
Yeah, exactly.
He was with me. I had his urn around my neck.
Oh, okay.
You know, my baby was fine. You know, my mom was here. So emotionally, I was like,
Yeah.
It started rain, but sometimes that rain.
Yeah.
but it didn't even rain. God kept it from raining. We had a
He
clear
did.
day.
We had a clear day. No
We
rain.
had a clear day.
Sometimes that rain ain't nothing but tears of joy.
Right.
And that's all it was.
Wash away the
Washing
evilness.
away.
That's all
Yeah,
it was.
exactly.
That's all it was. And my support was crazy.
Yeah.
The support was astonishing.
It sounded like the city came out.
Yeah.
Man, they came out.
Like, yeah.
But
They
this is something I
came
love
out.
about Tampa, and it's one of the things I love. Tampa celebrates Tampa.
Right.
You know, when you're a child of a city and your city knows you,
Right.
they're gonna support you. And my thing is that people see things in you and that you never seen yourself. Just being here with you today, your energy is just so. It's just good. It's just good juju, and, you know. And I'm telling you, I almost fell down the stairs because I was so exhausted from last night. I was like, shit. And I was like, well, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. But I'm so glad I got here because the energy and your vibe and everything is so beautiful. So it's just no wonder that day everything opened up.
And I think because of who I am, honestly, God continues to just work in my life. Like, I don't really trip about much. I don't trip about much. You know, some stuff is going to be what it's going to be.
Right.
I don't trip about much. I really just kind of like go with the flow. I've learned I'm not in control.
Right. What's next? Like what do you? I mean, because you have a high ceiling, right? So two of the big things that you wanted to accomplish, you accomplished, and they're excelling. So like, what's on the radar next? What can the people expect to see from Shamica next?
Well, the salon area, I'm still focused on really staffing and putting people in here. But I'm really particular about the stylist that joins this team. So I'm very careful in that area because I have a upper kind of like echelon client base,
Yeah.
right? So when somebody comes and join this team, they have to be gunning for that same, or have it already, that same kind of audience, because that's who we catering to
Right.
in here in the salon area. We're catering to that more sophisticated woman, Soleil. That's what it is. It's French for sophisticated.
It's a whole vibe when you come in here. Like,
5,
I done came in here while you in action doing hair. And when I come in here, it's an energy, it's a vibe. She has the good music playing, and you know, when you come in here, it's like, oh shit, like this is it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what's missing though.
What's missing, Trina?
Okay. I'm gonna tell you what's missing.
What's missing,
And when
Trina?
I drive down 40th and I see it, okay, I'm gonna go and put a poster sticker on it saying Trina was here. Right? Right. It's a beautiful thing. But if you can get it, you need to get the vending machine out there with the cold drinks for the people when you close.
Oh,
Okay?
well, you know, they do have new technology.
Yes.
So I've been looking at fresh vending machines
Yes.
for the juices and stuff like
Oh,
that.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so
Because
yes,
it be
yes.
so like my sleep schedule it's one of a kind, but I find myself sometimes at 2:00 in the morning randomly driving to Thornton's or something or whatever, and it really don't be to get no. It's usually to get one of these little stupid
Right.
Yeah.
You know, something like that or whatever.
Well, Trina, I'm gonna tell you something because we can even probably pop some tuna sandwiches. You know how they have
Yeah.
the tuna sandwiches
Yeah, the
in
refrigerated
Yeah.
But
vending.
you know, I heard we have the best tuna in the city.
Okay,
That, can I get some on that? That is not a lie. Listen, I don't know about y'all, but I love tuna. I make tuna sandwiches at the house on the regular. I don't really buy tuna outside of my tuna I make at the house, but here, man, we drive over here to get these tuna sandwiches.
See, but that's what I'm.
She had that good crescent bun, the
good
crescent
The
bread.
good bread.
Oh man, and
Yeah.
she got these banana peppers you can get on it.
The sweet ones.
Oh man,
'Cause I like them sweet peppers.
Listen.
Yeah.
Man, the
Yeah.
best fried tuna sandwich.
And you know,
I just tried the turkey.
I just said when I left here, I'm gonna just go get a bucket of chicken and take it on home. But
Man,
you feel guilty now.
listen.
You know what I mean? Now I gotta go
Listen.
up here to the Whole Foods. You know what I mean? Now I gotta
I'm
go
trying
up here
to
to the
tell
Whole
you.
Foods and fill my little cardboard cup up and feed them.
You know, because the goal is to like eat light. You don't have to eat. I eat for energy. I don't take multivitamins, right? I don't take multivitamins. I eat my vitamins. So when I shop when I go grocery shopping, I'm looking at the nutrition facts and looking at what this piece of food offers me.
Right. What nutrients
That's
you gonna
so
get from
funny
it?
you say that because every time I eat, I want to go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're eating for satiety. You're eating to be full.
And it don't even be so much you ate so much.
I used to eat that way when I ate large portions, but since I cut my portion sizes
You
down,
feel so much better.
I eat now and get energy. I don't get sleepy.
You get some things.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because you could be just woke up and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna go down here to the Sunoco, get me a $2 holler. And then you go down and you go get, and you just woke up.
Yeah.
Then you go get it, and then you in the car like, damn,
Yeah.
You can't, it's crazy.
I need a nap.
That's
so
crazy.
you need some zing in your life.
Right.
I need a lot of some zing, some.
And then you have so the nutrition
A
part
man.
of it. So to answer your question, so my next focus for real is going to be Soleil Body and Mind by Design.
Okay.
Now what does that mean exactly?
Soleil Body and Mind by Design is like.
Is it Pilates? Because I can't do all that.
So I'm definitely.
Let's start off slow.
Is it like yoga? I'm getting like a yoga vibe from
So
that.
Soleil Body and Mind is that integrative nutrition piece where if you want your body and your mind to be of a certain state, you know, you're in control of that, right?
Right.
You are in control of that. So it's by design that we are who we are. Like, it's by design. We have to create that world for ourselves.
Yep.
So we have to dig mentally into it, like deep, right? Deep, whether it be yoga, through meditation, through prayer, spirituality, whatever that looks like.
Right.
If you want to be the best you can be, you have to create that. You have to lay the path, the walkway,
Right.
that roadmap
I'm a
for
firm believer in
being
that.
who you want to be. So allow Soleil to assist you.
That's all I
That's
need.
perfectly
And
said.
if all you gotta do is come up with a real cute journal, and black women is on it. If you give me something that got a real cute journal that can fit in my pocketbook, you know, I swear that I'm gonna try to follow.
So once I get this place going the way, you know, it's work, right? It's work, and I'm patient because things happen the way it's supposed to happen. But that's what's next for me, and I genuinely, you know, I would definitely love to see more juice bars in the area.
You was
We
talking
can
about
even-
that.
yeah.
You was talking about like maybe getting another location at
Yeah.
one point.
Even
so
like
I
this
could
big,
foresee
like-
that in your future. Like,
Yeah.
you know, have something in, you know, a different side of town, and
It's time.
you know,
It's time to go to Southampton.
right, and that there
They
that
eat
means
this
you're
up.
creating employment opportunities because you're gonna need the people
We're
to
gonna
make.
need estheticians. We're gonna need
Right.
massage therapists. We're gonna
Right.
need all of that. We have one of my coworkers. She's going to school for medical esthetician. Actually,
That's awesome.
So to create a pathway for her to build upon her craft,
Right,
Jace,
right. Okay.
right? Like if we could get this to be on a larger scale, beauty from the inside out, basically.
Right.
If we could do it more, just, you know, we can do nails, we can do hair, we can do eyebrows, whatever, everything beauty.
Right.
And have the cafe.
Right.
That's my dream.
That's
But
awesome.
you hit it on the nose when you said from the inside out.
Yeah,
Right.
do this from the inside out. Your skin, your hair, your everything.
Because
Right.
for so long as women, we put that makeup on, We arch them eyebrows, put that lip gloss on, throw that wig on crooked or not, and then we go out there and we think we looking good. But sometimes you look in that mirror, it don't matter how good you think you look. Something about that spirit, if it ain't right on
Trina,
the
ain't
inside.
right.
I haven't bought makeup. Listen, I haven't purchased makeup in I don't know how long.
Well, they need
That's
to get on
awesome.
your regimen because you going.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
blessed me
Yeah.
was these freckles.
And I like them.
If I didn't have these freckles, people say all the time, I was like, yeah, I get pimples. Where? I'm like, they underneath. They camouflage themselves so well with these freckles. And then I got my mama's estrogen problem. So sometimes my goatee come in. Sometimes my goatee
Stop
come in.
it.
It come in a little thick.
But we'll have somebody for that too.
You know, it come in a little thick, and you can't wax it and do all
You
that.
can do laser hair removal.
But let me tell you something about that laser hair. Don't go to that place. I ain't gonna say the company name.
We ain't gonna give them no
But
pub.
no, because they will fuck you up.
Right.
It's a place on Kennedy. It's a place on Kennedy and Dale Mabry.
Oh, Lord.
And it's very fabulous.
Wow.
Okay, and what happens is that because you hear they're so fabulous, you go there. And what you don't realize is that they're not used to working with melanated skin.
Absolutely.
So what happens is you get your tax money going down there to get your goatee removed. Right? This is real shit. This just happened to one of my homegirls.
Man.
Real life story.
Goatee removed?
She went to because she had the lamb chop.
Oh,
She had the lamb chop. She had the lamb chop. It didn't go low.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm telling you, her face now has permanent marks.
Man.
Where that laser has burnt into her skin, and now she got a permanent.
Okay.
It's like a permanent, like this.
no,
It's like
Trina,
she's
I'm
got-
gonna have to
She had the
second that.
shower. You mean she had the real
Because
shower?
my
I just wanted to get some Beijing and fill it in for her because at this point
I'm
she's
gonna
gone.
have to second that because Jace have those stories. She's telling me as she's in
Man.
school that they're not versed on melanated skin. They don't want to work with melanated skin. They're not trying to learn that.
But no,
That's
they want your
terrible.
money.
But they want your money.
They want
That's
your
terrible.
money because, like, I'm telling you, and she's a working mom with 2 kids.
Right.
Has at least 3 jobs.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So to go down there and those little things as women, we all have them, those little things that bother us about ourselves.
Absolutely.
Like me, my eyebrows, they don't grow in too thick. You know what I mean? And, I keep saying I'm going to go down there and let them ink them up. Little things about that. And that was one of the things about her. That she had this.
My daughter's finna go to school for
she had
that
this
to do
going
the
on right
tattoo
here.
eyebrows.
And once tax time came, and she took care of the boys and bought them what the kids what they needed.
When they
she
got
a
the
good mama.
PlayStations and all that out
Yeah,
the way,
she a
yeah.
good mama. She went down to
Time to
there
meet.
to that place on the corner of Kennedy and Dale Mabry.
Oh, they gonna come
And
after
they,
you.
they just it's so bad. It's so bad. I said,
Wow.
you should have just took a razor. You could have just kept saving that.
She could have let me. I would have got it off.
You would have
Got it right, man.
But then you think about it, because she's a very beautiful girl. You know what I mean? And she had to know she had lamb chops.
Yeah, she got the
But
shafts.
she went and got a
The Richard Roundtrees.
You know what I mean? And then when she came out, I was like, because I went with her because I'm a good friend. Because I'm a good friend because I knew this shit wasn't going on.
Man.
I said, what this place know about black? Ain't nobody, they ain't know got a black girl at the counter. They don't nobody know nothing.
Nah.
And she came out there and all this was blotchy. And she gonna say, oh, they told me I gotta wait 7 to 10 days. I was like, okay. Okay, girl. Okay. Day 11, I come over there like I need to do, hey, I came over, did you ever put my logo on my aprons? And you're like, girl,
Man, stop.
I thought she said 7 to 10 days. And she was like, I don't know. Maybe I had an allergic reaction to a laser.
right.
To a laser.
You think?
You know what I mean?
Man, that is crazy.
And I was like, different things play. People don't understand sometimes when your skin tone's a little darker. You know what I mean? Whether you I got a white parent. You know what I mean? So, mine is a little off balance too. But they don't know that. So to have somewhere where these women can come and uplift, and I say all the time, we don't have. I like that massage where you go to I call it a Turkish massage, where they beating you with the thing and then they scrub you.
Damn.
And they scrub you.
That's
you ever
crazy.
seen? I think it's called a Turkish something. It's like real life.
First, I thought she was about to call my boy out.
Oh my God.
Stretch out.
Oh yeah,
No.
yeah.
No, but they had the what's the name, and I like that. And I was like, y'all need to do this. Like,
Yeah, I definitely, that's the goal. Like, I definitely want to expand, and now it's just about finding the finances,
Right,
and,
right.
the resources to be able to grow. I know that like people want to follow the end thing. So when Soleil is like booming and is in everybody's ear, right? Then I'm gonna have people beating down the door trying to become a member or staff or co-worker of mine. Because I call my people co-workers. They're not my employees.
I call my people help.
Right.
Listen.
I'm sorry.
So yeah, they're my co-workers.
Let me ask you a question. Do Zine have like a card that people get a punch every time they purchase something, and once they get up to a certain amount, they get a
So yeah,
I don't know why that just popped in my head.
because I've been promising them for a minute that we'll take the business cards. I have this special hole punch with a little heart.
Okay.
You gotta be smart because
Right.
Yep, it's a heart, so they'll be able to
Got you.
punch a hole in it. So because we have regulars and they come and we want to be able to give back.
Got you. That's big.
Give back, and so yes, to your point, yes, that is something that we're going to be definitely implementing here real soon. Real soon, like maybe within the next week or two.
That's awesome.
that's dope.
Moochie talked about this Soleil experience. The Soleil experience. So I'm eager to hear what is the Soleil
Okay, first
experience.
of all, it might not be for you to know.
It's okay because
She told me to ask the question.
guys
so.
have this. So I've had a guy had this Soleil experience. That Negro was asleep.
Really?
Right, like he was asleep back there. So the Soleil experience, when you walk in Soleil, you're welcomed by just good energy. We have the
Facts.
diffuser going on. Sometimes I might have some aroma therapy in the diffuser, or I might have some old nice masculine oil running with by Carbon Aromas. Check her out on IG, Carbon Aromas, the
Okay.
Carbon. So you come in here, it smells good. Sometimes I even have the windows up so it's nice and fresh. But you're welcome by that and some nice music, whether it be a jazz or some Kim, whatever. It's just always a vibe.
Okay.
So our baristas at the juice bar normally ask our clients, is there something that they can get them, from the juice bar? They'll either do it out here or wait till they get in the shampoo area. But when they get their shampoo done,
Have y'all looked in the shampoo area?
I saw it when I came. I was up in the business.
Man, it's so cozy.
I was up in the business because
Listen.
My husband.
I like to
my
just-
husband left me for the hairdresser, so I ain't
man,
let a
I
bitch.
cannot. Right?
Me and her cousin Mike.
Chick touch my hair since.
Me and Mike, like the only two dudes. We got a routine on Thursdays. We come up here, kick back. Mike got the cooler with the Miller High Lifes, and he got the Ciroc cognac.
Yep.
And we sit up here and we pour
vibe.
shots and we drink, we pop tops, and we be up here kick back cooling with the women, and we just be here chilling.
That's y'all problem.
At the bowl,
Yeah,
when you get your shampoo done.
yeah.
So we have some a little aromatherapy. I make sure you have some nice little zen in your nostrils to open you up and release your week. Release anything that you came in here with. This is your time.
Right.
And
You
so
get
we
the
have
room? Yeah,
backwash shampoo bowls.
Backwash.
Yes, we have backwash shampoo bowls.
Wow.
I stand behind you and I shampoo, I massage your head.
Wow.
Like
I can get that done with a ball head.
yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second. Let's put a pin right there because
Yeah.
when did your hair become bald? Because it must have happened. At first I thought it was a fluke. At first I thought it was a fluke.
I intentionally did this about 2 weeks ago. I just was in there and
I was
like,
sitting there and I was like, when did Remy go bald?
I was like, you know what? I'm just finna shave everything off and just line my beard up, and I did it, and I've been getting hella good responses ever
You know,
since.
you
Like,
look like a light skinned Rick Roll. Listen,
here she goes. She's shooting the J from downtown. But I tell you,
listen. As long as Moochie likes it,
Right.
It don't matter what anybody
And she
else
love
do.
it.
She said I gotta get permission because I get too much attention when I wear the ball here.
All right, till I got the shotgun, I'm ready to load.
She love it.
She love it.
She want the sword off. What she want? Tell her to meet me on Hillsborough. We'll take it
Remy
down.
got like a dope wife.
Yes,
Yeah.
Remy
Moochie
got like
is
a
the
dope
best.
wife.
Listen, Moochie is our biggest fan, man.
Yeah.
It's like you like Ro, but you love Moochie.
That's the way it is. And this, people just like me, but
It's
they
like,
love
yeah,
her.
yeah.
Like,
I was like, okay. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But so let's back to the shower bowl. So we getting in the root or whatever. We got the peppermint and spearmint. I know they're getting the head and the tingle. I know what the spearmint and stuff does because I still use Uncle Bonner's, Dr. Bonner's, whatever. Remember the old school shampoo?
I don't remember that. I don't remember.
Listen, this is how I know. This is how I know I'ma die. This is how I know I'ma die. Because this is a real life moment. I was sitting on the toilet this morning. And listen, I was sometimes I just sit there for clarity. And no, y'all know everybody thinks it's funny. Everybody has this one place in their house.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't know if it's the coal or the commode or what.
Right.
Because I don't be doing nothing.
Yeah.
Commode.
You have your phone with you?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
my phone and I'm sitting there and I've been using this Dr. Bonner soap since I was knee high.
Oh, Dr. Bonner's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that.
Okay, but have you ever just stopped to read the label?
Nah.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so this soap washes clothes, dishes, and all this.
I never read the label.
Because everybody mama been using this peppermint soap since you was a little kid.
Damn, that's
And you
crazy.
can wash clothes with it.
You can wash clothes, dishes. It's good for everything. And I always said that if I use it more than 3 times a week, it dries out my skin. So I go right back to my black soap. So I was like, maybe that's why. If I can put this crap in the dishwasher and the what's the name,
Right.
what is in here?
Right.
Is this man black? We need to find out. We need to start doing our
Yeah, we gotta
You
do
gotta
our
get your
research
facts
on
we
now.
that.
gotta
You
do our
gotta get
due
your facts.
diligence on these people.
Oh, man, that's real.
Yeah, because once I saw-
because you have white people. Excuse my French, but you have like other ethnicities writing books and putting black faces on
Listen.
them.
Yeah, the
What
sell
was
to
a
us.
young girl that had just went viral in Target, and she had all the cosmetics and hair stuff or whatever, and then the others were on social media and they were slandering her, talking about, oh, this product weighs my hair down and makes it. I said, because it's African American product.
Right. That's crazy.
You don't need the shea moisture. You don't need that. It's going. Sometimes these others be trying to destroy us from the inside out. You know what I mean? Sometimes these others, and I mean, you know, I'm with it. You know, because I got a white parent. So but my grandma said once you got that drip of blood in you, you over here. So we got the experience coming.
experience.
Okay, and we got the experience coming. We got the shower. We got the hair wash with the peppermint. And she said she's giving you the scent of your nose. All that. We got Remy hanging out here, just taking up space from a business that's trying to be productive. You know what I mean?
We have good conversation in here too. Like we have real good conversations.
We
in
have
here.
real good conversations.
That's when we should be having the
No, for
cameras
real.
on.
But the dopeness is they're 2 different conversations.
They are.
A barbershop conversation,
Yeah.
right? And a hair salon conversation is a different conversation.
So imagine this kind of like a blend in
Together.
But if
because you got the male perspective and the female perspective.
But it has to be the right. That's how you know you got the right business.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because I've been to some ratcheter places. That places do not look finesse like this, and they have plastic shears that if you weigh more than 200 pounds, if
They
you
gonna
sat
break.
on them,
The legs
it's
gonna do
break.
like this, yeah.
Okay. They don't even got no water up in there with no lemons in it. Okay. And you go in there and it's a whole nother vibe. Okay, they curse you out because you didn't wash your hair before you got there. Oh, you didn't wash your hair before you got here? Well, I ain't touching it. We know, we all know those places.
Are they gonna charge you extra for that?
And they sit there and they talk about what they baby daddy got and what the other dude got and all that. It's no different than when you go to a black man's barbershop.
Right.
They in there lying. But my thing is, you can tell when something's elevated when 2 people can come into
Right.
a place and have an elevated adult conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
The dialogue is totally
Yeah.
different. The dialogue is
It
different.
is.
in here. We have real grown up
We
conversations.
inspire. We inspire. You know what's next. You know what's next. You know what are we looking to achieve and accomplish, and we just talk about everything. On just we push one another.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And with that, because it's almost time to wrap up, that old saying that steel sharpens steel.
Absolutely.
Amen to that.
You see what I'm
Iron
saying?
sharpen iron. That's right.
Iron sharpen iron. So when you amongst what I call my tribe, when you're amongst your tribe, and these are the people that you're supposed to be around,
Right.
or whatever, it's always going to be good conversation, good dialogue.
Right.
Everybody's trying to build on each other. Nobody trying to tear the other one down.
Right.
So
I'll cut you off. I cut you if I figure like you about to trying to cut another woman down.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we.
Yeah, we know that is boy quit. Yeah, exactly.
Listen, it's too many. Listen, it's
Yeah.
too many. It's just too many of us.
But then if you sorry as hell, I understand seasons.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Every butterfly don't come out right.
Right.
Some of them got to go back. Some got to go back to that.
Yeah.
So leave us with something. I want you to leave us with something that's going to inspire us.
Right.
And I want you to tell everybody where to find you at on social media.
Definitely.
Make sure you plug the address. No, it ain't no $2 Tuesdays where you can come down here and get your hair braided down for $2. Because it's not that kind of environment. You come in here. This is beautiful. This is a vibe.
Thank you. First of all, we're located at 6207 North 40th Street, right at the roundabout. We're right up on the hill of a matte black building right across from 2K in Tampa. What we thought was East Tampa is now North Tampa. If I could leave you guys with something, allow me to just invite you to breathe. Take some really, really deep breaths, at least 3 deep breaths before you get your day started. Give some time to God or whoever your spiritual savior is. And understand that, like, you're not in control. It's not in your time. What's going to be for you is going to be for you. Open up your faith. Open up your faith. Faith without work is dead, though. So definitely open your faith, but understand you got to put in work. It don't just come, and it ain't coming fast. It's coming when it's time for you. And it's bio-individual. It's for you. Just like nutrition, that diet, that medicine. Don't let no doctor tell you what's good for everybody is good for you. You have your own biochemicals. You have your own microbiome. You have your own gut. You have your own being. So everything is for you. It's for you. So open up your faith and wait on what's for you.
All right. And where can they find you on social media? Because they know how to find you in Tampa now.
Oh, they find me on social media at, so I'm Holistically Shamica on social media, Holistically with a W. Then we have Soleil Beauty Juice,
Okay.
right? And now we currently have Zing Juice Bar is on social media as well. So it's Zing Juice Bar at Soleil,
All right.
right? So that's us, and we're feeding you with love.
All right.
All day, every day.
Feeding you with love.
Well, listen, it has definitely been a pleasure.
Absolutely a pleasure.
This is like almost 2 years in the making, but look at the manifestation
Right.
of how you have taken what was a dream and manifested it and made it reality, and nothing but good things and prosperity in your work, and it's just going to grow.
With the help of my community.
The community and first God.
And
Yeah.
God, right.
We're proud of you.
God
I know
and
I'm
your
proud of
community.
you.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all you need. But I'm your girl. Trina, she funny.
And y'all know who it is. It's Remy Rowe.
And we just did some business right here.
We did a lot of business. Until the next time,
Alrighty, we out.
love and peace.
Love, sex, and music, baby. Let's get it. have you heard? Take a shot of whiskey. Ask around through the town, bustin' in the city. Local artists from the Bay, motion picture scores. And when you feature, leave your moors at the front door. Love and lust doing numbers, soon a world tour. Once we get into your system, ain't no type of cure. Like and subscribe, we go live, plus we instant chat. And to the haters who help make us just a payback.